Hi, welcome to another episode of Home Studio Workshop. Today I'm going to be talking about inspiration. It's not an easy thing to talk about, and in some cases you should leave it well alone and not talk about it. But it's worth discussing on a kind of looking down from above kind of perspective, just to let you know how I try and deal with it, or the lack of it, which is kind of how this video came about. Because last week I just had no inspiration for doing a video whatsoever, so I didn't. I did something else instead, which in fact required inspiration. That was a video, and I didn't have any idea what I was going to do with it. But I woke up one morning, I suddenly saw waves lapping, and I thought, oh, I'll put some waves somewhere else. I've got video of waves going on it, and that little bit of inspiration led me through the process, and got me to the point where I thought, where I added some live footage to it, and thought, oh, why not have a postcard effect? So suddenly I was inspired to do that, and that led me to being inspired to do this video. So, there you go. But it's a difficult thing to talk about because, of course, nobody knows where it comes from or what it really is. Why is it that Paul McCartney one morning wakes up with yesterday in his head, swearing to God that it's something he'd heard before somewhere else, and called it scrambled eggs or whatever the story goes. But one morning he woke up with that amazing song in his head. Where does it come from? We don't know. But you have to use it. You have to wait for it, and you have to use it. Dealing with inspiration is a bit like going for a walk with no map and no idea where you're going. And once you're on the way, you don't know where you're going back to either. It's all a bit tricky. So anyway, my advice in dealing with it is to wait for it. It will come. I go back to some of the things I've said earlier about work ethics, which is to take good 2 days off a week, let your brain catch up. A lot of the time when you're having a bit of a problem dealing with something, some particular thing, then you have 2 days off and you come back and you go, I know what to do. Or during the 2 days off, which is also what happens to me a lot, is that I'll be sitting watching TV or whatever it is I do to relax, and suddenly I'll have an idea. Write it down and bring it to the studio the next time you come in. All these things work, and it's a good way of dealing with the problem. But when it comes, it's wonderful. I'll put a link up to the video I was talking about, and you can see the beginning of the inspiration if you're interested. Thanks for watching. See you later.